right, and here we go. Oh, so we lost the title here. But anyways, I guess it's just fine. We are getting into another session of an exciting facial rigging project with my friend here, Bob, where we are developing this action stack to rebuild the facial rig easily and fast, and also working on the blend shapes for all of the fax shapes necessary to make this facial rig work. And last time we spoke, on actually yesterday, we were working on getting the brow shapes or the eyelid shapes and the brow shapes as well, but focusing on the eyelids first to connect with the eye controls and to move together with the the eye controls. And now Amash just said hi here, so you were officially started. And yeah, let's move on into our comment section here where you can participate. And as usual, Bob is here spinning by my side. Fortunately, I have great company here. How's it going, Bob? Are you doing good today? Are you ready to get moving finally? Because you are already moving just a slightly bit. But anyways, there we go. Let's jump into our Maya scene where we are going to get started. Ah, nice. Now I got, because the first time I got the background removal seamlessly. All right. So here we go. Happy Friday for you guys. And let's get started. So my stream here on YouTube is going good. Let me just double check if all of the channels are up. Yeah. So also, this time I changed a little bit of the quality at Facebook. Let's see if it makes any difference whatsoever. So what we're gonna do now is I am going to first rebuild the action stack just to make sure that everything's correct and the way we were expecting it to be. So I know that it's going to build it correctly, but you know, we're getting started, might as well just, you know, have this breath of fresh air with a brand new scene. But I do need to get back into the previous scene that I was working on because we had changed or made a few adjustments to the blend shapes that were not exported, so I'm gonna have to do that as well. So the rig is built. I am then going to go into my code here and I need to change some things here. I have to pick something up here. The size of the text is it's bigger so that we all can see what I'm doing here, what we're doing together. So nice. I'm actually saying that he's practicing blend shapes side by side in the stream while he's watching the stream. Yeah, man, good choice. So, well, that's not what I wanted. Boom, got it. Sorry, I'm trying to find the last piece of code that we were writing. And this is the rig. This is not what we want. It should be up here. And as I go up, it should come here. Yeah, okay, so this is the name of the blend shape node that it is expecting. So for now, this process is, you know what? I'm going to automate this right now. This is a mistake. Should be all. Although I don't know, do I need that? So I'm just thinking here because the thing is, ideally we would have a blend shape node on the scene already, but this is still a test. So let's go with the way I should be doing. So blend shape, and I believe it's just like the mesh. and this is going to be, I don't know, head model geo, head model geo, and the blunt shape name is going to be this guy here. So let me see if that's correct. Oh no, it doesn't make sense. Hold on, I'm tripping here. Because this is already connecting the blunt shapes. What I need right now. Yeah, no, it doesn't make sense. I still have to create a few stages here in order to do what I'm thinking. So I need to create this manually for now. It's fine. Let me go back and get the name of the blunt shape node. So for now, it is expecting a particular blunt shape node name because we are going to then import the shapes that we already have exported. And then we should be able to rebuild the connections with the... Oh, what have I done? So instead of blunt shape, query weights. Huh. Yeah, that's weird. Whoa. Oh, I'm asking for the wrong thing. Am I not? Ah, I was clicking the wrong thing. Now we got it. Okay. Still works. All good. Okay, so that's good. Now I'm going to jump into the scene that okay, so let me jump this song though, because it's too dramatic for me right now. Okay, so what I want now is just to check the blunt shapes that were affecting the area of the... Yeah, so this is clean. I can see that nothing is affecting. So yeah, I'll need to actually duplicate these guys. I don't see any other way. I could go ahead and request information here as well. Let me see if there's a way. So Maya blunt shape target or rasterize map. Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-add this. It's fine. So this guy is okay. I think all the 4 of them has. So let me see if I can break the connection here with the combo. What's with the revealed target? Let's check that. I don't know if that's the case. So I just want to check if there's any discrepancy here, and I believe it has. Yeah, you can see that this pushed out. So it doesn't pick up it refuses to pick up the map that we painted. So the only way, as I can see, is to just duplicate this thing. And so I'll just paste the name exactly as is here. Boom. It's a pain, but that's the way to go right now. We gotta fix this once and for all. Hopefully the last time I'm gonna be doing this. Right, so now this guy here must lose its blend shape node or the combo node. So I think the approach that I'm gonna have here is just to try to delete the actual combo node. So we should be able to go here and into the blend shape node. I will then select the blend shape node, and I will go. So there's combo 1 and combo 2. Who knows which one is which? But it's also not a big deal to restore them, so I might as well just destroy it. And yeah, bingo. All right, so we deleted the node. Now I can duplicate this particular shape here. Whoa, what? Oh. Jeez, okay. Okay, so we are back with the shapes into place. And I will just then reparent them to the group where they belong. And it was actually not that bad. We were able to do it fast. Okay, so then it's inner brow lower, and the inner brow razor, and this guy, and then we get the combo shape, and that should be it. All right, no more spilling on the left eye. Great. So now we finally should be able to rebuild this with absolutely no issues whatsoever. I think so. Awesome. Let's export this, guys, and have them into the folder. So it's the inner brow, lower, razor and lower, so that way these two here are responsible for that movement. I'm a mechanic, to be honest, but let's keep going here and I'll figure it out later. Let me get the name of the blend shape again and see if it makes any difference to export it with the name here. I don't think it will make any difference. I'll export this then into our blend shape data folder and I'll just save it over the last one. Hopefully we're not screwing anything up. And yeah, so let's rebuild then. We're gonna be able to see these shapes in action connected by the code right now. So so Amesh gotta go. Oh my god, so early today. Just kidding, Amesh. It's a pleasure, man. I'm happy you could stay a couple of minutes. See you. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you anytime soon for sure. Maybe next week. Cool. Cheers, man. I think I destroyed my main text here. That's what have I done? Okay. All right, so then let's start. I will kick these things off. Also, let me save the scene just in case, because I don't want to go through the same thing again. If I lose something, at least we have the way to come back here. And if we don't lose anything, we can just come back and actually delete this file. So Amash is saying, it's the weekend. It's weekend, so I need to finish some work before I get back to the busy schedule again. Yeah. By the way, back to studio in the next 2 weeks. That's bananas, man. You're getting back actually getting back into the studio. That's great. I don't know how life is in studios anymore. I hope that it's it's certainly going to be a energetic experience. I know that working with the team and having that bond experience, I miss those times, if I had to be honest. I hope that we can get to work on studios again. Maybe a little bit more time for me so that I can enjoy my daughter a little bit more. But I guess it's inevitable, right? But I wish you all the best. I hope you have loads of fun, man. Okay, so I've saved here and I'm running the script. Also, it's going to be, so I'm actually saying that it's going to be his first experience in a studio, and he's excited apparently. Cool, man. It's nice. You're gonna like it for sure. I don't know what, I don't know which, like how is the studio. Maybe sometimes, not every time it's, but I'm pretty sure that you're gonna enjoy it. It's just that community, that face-to-face communication. Nothing can beat that. Okay, so the rig is rebuilt here. I have to create the blend shape node with that specific name. But that being done, now we can import the shapes that we exported. So this is still a manual process, but this is going to change really soon. So just this part here, but as you can see, it's that's all that we need. And then we can just come and connect the controls, and we have the eyes control connected. So now we should have everything that we want here. Bam. Nice. So we also have the lacrimals here. Let's see how that's going to look again. So it's the form, wrap the form. Wrap the form sometimes take a little while. Yeah, nice. So now we can test that eye water, which we tested before. So you know, I think that it works okay. It's not perfect. It's not amazing with the eye water being driven by this. And also there, I need to take care of these guys too. But for now, I'll just hide them and let's keep going like this. All right, so I think we're gonna start to design this system, this eyebrow controls now. So I will first design them, then I think it's a good way to start. Let's just do something about it, like place something. And we will then, oh my god, what have I clicked? Oh no. Let me get this closed up here. Sorry guys, I'm opening stuff that don't need to be opened up. Okay, here we go. All right, yeah, that's so Umesh, good luck, man. I hope you do great, and I know you will. All right, so that done. Then what have I just done? I lost my train of thought. So, oh yeah, I'm going to design the eyebrow control. So let's go with a simple thing. I'm gonna go with NURBS square. Is that a thing? Yeah. So I'll just sketch out what I'm looking for right now. So what I'm thinking is to have a simple setup here with, oh my god, that's what it gives me? Okay. I was expecting a little more from Maya right now. But let's just see how it looks and then I'm going to figure it out. So I'm actually thinking of something like on the lines of this. Pretty simple, straightforward, and I can then duplicate this. And the idea here is to have oh no. Okay, screwed up. No. Let's do it anyways. I just need to bring the pivot there. Yeah, let's bring the pivot somewhere here. It doesn't even matter. It's just to have an idea here right now. Yeah, it's gonna be here. It's all good. So then what I'm going to do is, I think that the way we're gonna go for it is just having it, one of them here like this. And some people might say, you're using controls right on the face. Animators hate this. Yeah, I know. But for visual purposes, like on the stream and this kind of thing, like we're working live and we're gonna be demoing this on whatever media it is, like I don't know, probably LinkedIn, Facebook, and it's very hard for us to just be looking at a control on the side here. Just I understand, like MetaHumans, you know, they use a control system that is all on the side, and sometimes animators are just they just like to see the face and not the controls. But again, for us here, just looking at the rig, it's going to be very visually simple to observe the controls movement and the results of the movements that it is making. And that's what we want for now. Straightforward stuff, no. So then we're gonna have the so again, it's pretty rough right now, just for me to have a visualization of what it could be. Oh shit! Harshit is in the house. Welcome, man. Another day, another stream. Here we are once again. Thanks for popping up and for participating. We go back here. So we're starting to check the controls here, Harshit. We are creating some very simple. Oh God, what have I done? That was not what I wanted. So we're just creating some rough or sketch-like controls here for the eyebrows, so that I can have the first idea of how they can look like and how would I go about them if we're going to even keep them as curves in front of the face. Because the next issue that we face here is how are we going to automate this, right? Because one thing is to place them manually here, and the other thing is to actually go ahead and have them rebuilt. The greatest issue with rebuilding this is just to have a point of reference where we can know where to place this. Yeah, so that would be actually it. Then we would have something like just grab this guys, and we would be able to move like this. Not particularly pretty, if you ask me, but you know what we could have though? I think that I'm gonna have to do something different here. Because so what I'm thinking is, okay, we could do this, and I could connect like either connect the controls here directly to the blend shapes, or I could do set driven keys or something in this line of thought, but ideally we would have like a separate node where we would have this all of this targets listed as attributes, so that we could control directly on the attribute. And then if we, so what happens next is, if we need to use controls on the face or controls outside on a different box, it should technically be the same thing. The only difference is where the values are coming from. But in a sense, isn't it the same thing though? Because we have a blunt shape node. The targets are actual attributes on the node, so it's the point here. Trying to say here. So my feeling initially is that we should be using the skull underneath the head here to drive this controls, because the idea with the skull here is that the skull is always the same. So no matter what happens with the mesh, we could change the mesh or something like that. But before starting every single project, what we would be doing is actually placing the skull underneath the head. And so then the initial pose of the way to find the correct position for this controls could be that just using a vertex here on the skull, and given that the skull never changes, or the vertex numbers never change, we're not gonna have this problem. But we know from from life that vertex positions, we could change this skull here and lose everything. So that might not be a great idea. So Harshad is saying, is it possible to create a two-way system between face controllers and attributes, meaning that you could control the rig either, or the targets either through the attributes or through the controls, right? Yeah, this is something I'm thinking about. I am not sure. That I know that there is a way to create how to say, like the word is in it's kind of a dummy attribute, or something that replicate. You can have the same attribute in multiple nodes, and they change as they change. Like if you change one side, it's going to change on the other one. It's like a representation. Changing either should reflect the other setup too. Yeah, that's what we're talking the same thing for sure. So I think there is, I forgot the name of the type of attribute that it is right now, but I believe it is possible, yes. But yeah, but the problem is that if we're controlling if we're using the control and we're using a value like the translate y, for example, that makes things a little harder. So how can we do this though? I'll have to think about it. It's probably possible, Harshit. Anything, I believe that anything is possible in Maya. If it's not possible, it's a technical limitation of the guy in the screen. So let me see then. Let's see where can we start from. I don't like this though. I need an easy way to rebuild this, and that's why the systems like the MetaHumans are using controls outside of the face, because it's so much easier to just find like whatever the change in the face is, we are going to be able to, you know, just create the control, and we could use the head joint here as a reference just to get this square here. And you know what? It's starting to sound pretty interesting if you ask me. Because how else would I find this? Where else would I find this? If I go for the position, I need to make a decision here. So what we're discussing here is that we need to find a way to place this controllers in front of the face automatically to drive the brow controls. But the thing is, we need to find. I can see a way to find the position of the a possible just a location here, and then it could be right into the head, and I could just drag the vertex outside and store that information, and then every time that we get it, it would be the pivot would go like straight. The pivot would be here, but the shape would be visible. That is a possibility. But still, we also need to find a way to find the rotation of the head, and that's a little more complicated. Only if I found that it just starts to get too messy. Like I could have, I don't know, 2 points here, get one vertex, store like the positions of this vertex and this vertex, and then I would place the transform node here and aim the node towards the other vertex. But isn't it just too much at this point? Isn't it too much? Let me see. I have a design here for a control, and maybe you guys can vote for that. Vote, Bob. Can you please vote for me? By the way, if you don't know who Bob is, it's our friend here, Bob. Hello, Bob. How's it going, man? Bob is gonna tell me with his gut feeling whether should we use one or the other. So I have this design that I did when I was working at Zoic. Let me see, I was getting the references here, and this is another system that I have. So let me see what so this is the system of the sliding surface. There are other stuff here. Yeah, this is the design here, and it's not too bad. I shouldn't be doing this, right? But I did it on my own time, though. It has the logo of Zoic, but it's on my computer because I was working after hours and working on this, just to be clear here. So then I got this to myself, but we can see that it gets pretty complicated as well, and I would have to design this anyways. So what did I have here? The emotion mixer, the speech, and the name is not too bad, face deck. The platysma, the jaw, all the muscles of the face. And we don't have a song here, which is annoying. So let's go back here. I like that winter album, winter sports album. So guys, I'm sorry for like not the lack of dynamic here. We're just trying to figure out this on the fly, and we're gonna get there. We're trying to figure out where to place these controllers, and it's a big decision because this is going to have a kind of a big impact on everything moving forward. And oh man, but it should be easier to rebuild. It should suck to animate though. I don't know if I like the way you animate just using this controls on a cardboard like this. This is not looking too bad. I mean, I could. So I have references from 2 other rigs here. I don't even remember who these guys are, but you can see that this is how most of the rigs are done, and this would be almost exactly what we would do, except for the eyes here, which is yeah, we're gonna do it on the mesh, but then on the model, but then again we start to get into the gray zone where why would you, yeah, this is a good separation here. So you have the blend shape controls on this deck here, and then the tweakers on the mesh. But then why would you even? And I don't know why Hericaville was here at the time. I think I felt he would be a good reference for the shape of the face. Okay, so this one guy and this one guy, they're absolutely the same. And I'm not seeing, like, I just don't want to, like, I can see a way that we could have this on the face, but it's just going to take so much more coding just to get the positions off the face that I don't know if it's worth it. Or should I have like a reference? Should I have? I'm gonna have to do so much more scripting if I have to do this. Okay, I'm feeling like I'm going to go. Oh, so Harshit said something here I didn't see. Sorry, Harshit. Can the vertex normal direction help with the alignment? It could help, but I don't know if it's a reliable source, because you can see that this part here is not exactly. We would have to find a vertex that has the particular normal direction. But you see what I mean? I don't know if that's relevant right now, because it's just going to take so much more work to calculate this and create like a snippet of code. It's probably going to take like, I don't know, 200 lines of code just to find the. Also, we have to find a way to store the vertex data on the skull. Then we have to maintain this data. If any part of the data changes, we kind of lose the position. So it's starting to sound more and more like we're gonna have the box outside of the. It's bullshit. Man, why even bother? Because like so now we have the controls here. Why do I even need them then? If I'm going to control them by attribute and I don't want to lose time, I could just keep them here. Damn it. But I like the idea of the controls on the face. So let's talk about the possible. Oh, sorry, I'm looking at my face here. So we're then looking. See here. Okay, so how would I do this if I was using this skull? That's the only possibility. I would have to store the vertex. That would be a possibility, but it's just not gonna work. Fine, I could parent it to the, or I could bring it to the head joint position. Head joint position. No, there's no way. That's fine. Because these guys here, they are, unless. Yeah, but I would have to modify the base skeleton. What I'm thinking then is, if I had, for example, joints on the base skeleton here, that before, that could be an actual good idea if you want to know. That could be a much better idea. Yeah, that could be a good thing, man. I think we found something here. but it would be like a load of joints. Ah, boy. Let's see how it looks. See how it looks. So I'm gonna show what I'm thinking then. What we could do is have, for example, I'll just create a joint here. And I will then bring it to the let's say 0.5 or 0.2 here. Oh god, every time I click the numbers. I need to find a way to not accept this. Let me see if I can change this quickly. Yep, no, there's no way. Yeah, so the thing, my numpad is connected to, or the hotkeys on OBS are attached to it. So every time I click something on the numpad, it's changing my cameras. So yeah, what I was thinking with that idea then is we could have the joints here, and I could parent it, say, to this guy here, and then I can duplicate this and have like one here. And have it named as, say, for example, inner brow razor, right? And yeah, even better, I could have it like this, so that it has a sense of direction, and we could even have it like, we could orient this so that if I need some sort of rotation, we can have it. Huh. Am I being silly right now? I might be. Might be a stupid thing to do. But anyways, let's do it. I don't know why I feel like I want these controls on the face instead of... Okay, so yeah, the bad thing about this kind of approach is that if we need to rebuild the system, we're gonna have to reorganize or rearrange this control or this joints here. And that's time consuming. Where if we had the controls straight on the side, it would just be like rebuild and start using it. So the question is, how much benefit do we get from having this like this versus... Yeah, so like if something is the case, I'll believe this is the best case scenario here, because you can then have all of the controls like this, as long as we have like all of the joints. But then it becomes a problem with the skin cluster as well. Oh my god. Yeah, so like thinking about it like this, it could also just be a bunch of locators. I mean, why does it need to be joints though? Yeah, I guess I'm complicating myself. Am I not? It's just so nice to have visual stuff. I like it so much. Like for the mouth, we could have one here and then have one there. And we know that this is... And this is also, we could take advantage. So Harshad is saying, I had liked the demo by Wasim Kam. Who's this? Who's this guy? Let me check here. What for? Ellie's Face Rig, The Last of Us. Wasim Kam. Last of Us. Face Rig demo. That it, Harshit? Yeah, he has it on the face, right? So this is yeah. Yeah, but it's also like a recursive. Yeah, it's a good point. Like whatever you need to use to drag the movements, you use an arrow, and for the ones that are attribute driven, such as the lid tightener and whatever, this all goes as like on that on the eye there, and so yeah, it makes sense. Of course, it's amazing, and I have nothing to say about it. And yeah, that kind of exemplifies what we're talking about here. Now the thing is, so let me just think, how can we make this in a way here that, like, in a non-destructive way, because I could just have it in the main skeleton and have a function that will then pick it up. There's the Buckinator, Azorius. Yeah, I'm kind of feeling like it, man. I don't know. It's at least it's a visual way of dealing with it, and we need it for the stream, right? We need it for the stream. We need to be visual, but same time, dude. Okay, let's keep going. I have my feeling says let's go. Let's hope for the best. So zygomaticus major, then we're gonna duplicate and start moving into zygomaticus minor. Alright, so then I'm just adding the joints here, as you know. And the good thing here is also that we can easily mirror this control, so we can just by having the references like this, we can easily use my mirror joints and get the mirror off the like the positions, and then we can just I will have to manually rename this, but it's kind of good to have it like this, to be honest. I kind of like it. I hate it, but I like it. Okay, so this would be the depressor anguli oris, and now yeah, it might be creating a lot of unnecessary information, but anyways. Okay, so the last two then on this side of the mouth. Yeah, it's it's easier to deal with it like this because it's pretty simple to store this information. We can just save it, and then we can have the names of the joints stored as well, and then we can rebuild the controls based on it. So the idea, I believe, would be to use the first joint to get the transform, or to place the transform, and then we have the second one to aim the transform for. This way we would be able to easily get the type of control that we're looking after. Mm. I think it's gonna look quite interesting if you ask me. As I said, it's it's not marvelous. I think that there's other ways we could do it, but it is certainly easy to visualize like this. If we're looking on the live, we can see the controls. We can 100% tell what is what and what's meant for what. So that should give us very objective system and easily reassessed, because you can change the position. Like the idea here would be that if I change this for, like, say this, this control would change and that's it. So there's not much. Even if if we want to reorient this and rotate a little bit, maybe in the future we could have that as well. All right, so Bob, how do you feel about it, man? You tell me. You are the guy. If you don't like it, you can always change it. If you feel like you need something better, we can make it. We can make it look good. We can get everything to work. Let's do it, man. Such an inspirational music. Oh my God. So we have only the mentales here. I'm really gonna start crying if the songs continue. I need to go ahead. Thank you. Yeah, Winter Olympics must be a little more exciting, I guess. Yeah, okay. We are already basically already creating all of the controls, if it's necessary or not. Maybe not. We need to get the basically the controls of the eyebrows to get started, but we might as well just get the stage done with, right? Because if we can have all the controls ready here, it's gonna be such a big step. Okay, so this was a pretty slow, or like, you know, the evolution here was really complex today because we are on the process of development, as the entire rig have been, and it's just to be expected that some of the creations and decision processes, that when we have something like this where we need to make a decision on the stream, it's going to take a little while, but also it's much better than not doing this decision or postponing it to tomorrow. So that's why I like to work live, because we can just keep focused on the thing and get it done. There's another one. Oh, there's another issue, isn't it? Because even if we parent this, to the head joint, at least the ones underneath the jaw, they're gonna need to open with the jaw. But honestly, I cannot see an easy way at the moment. All of the options are going to require some sort of thought. This is going to be the platysma. And I'm feeling more and more like the eyes closed and everything else is going to be on the yeah, this thing with the controller is on the mouth. It's going to be complicated. How can I do it? I know how can you do it. I actually know how can you do it. Or do I? Maybe I don't. Okay, so we have the references here. Let me see if I need more muscles. Oh, I do need, yeah, but the ear, I guess we have the control here. I can just add the control to this control here. The ear up. But there's also the masseter here. So like contracting the mandible, and that should be something like on the side here, because that's the temporal muscle. And what else do we need here? I do have also, you know what, let's start with this guys here and figure it out later. All right, let's start with this guys. That's what I say. Oh my, but now it's going to be bananas too. Whoa, so how can we even name this now? Let's see, I need my resources here, so let me check. my anatomy book here. So this is what I'm gonna use for reference, and I highly recommend it. The anatomy of facial expressions. Though I don't know if I can just have it open on the streams like this. Not that there's like 1,000 people watching, but you never know. But I highly recommend it. I'm gonna get to the page here and then I'm gonna show what's going on. So we have, this is what I'm kind of looking after, which muscle is being activated and how we're going to call them, if I'm going to call them by the actual muscle name or what. So what do I want to actually do? I have this to do. Yeah, so let's put it like this. Here's the plan. Just check something else here. So yeah, I think we are on the correct path here. So let me talk to you guys. Let's lay down the plan here. Game plan. So what happens is we need this controls. So what I would like to do is have a render of this. So actually get to a point where we're gonna start dealing with the shaders and rendering this. Why? Because I would like to have a better presentation for the next stage, right? So just for eye blink and the eye movements and like brow up, brow down. But I didn't want it to do a presentation if it was just the like dragging the slider of blend shapes. I don't think this is gonna take us like a great step in the direction of the technical rig and getting the rig to rebuild automatically. We need a solution for these controllers. That being said, I think that a stage where we can call it working for the eye is if we have the controls for the eyebrow, the inner brow down, the control for the eye movement, and the control probably like something for the eye tightener, eye widener, upper lid razor, and eyes closed. I think that then with this set controlled, even if the mouth is just a dummy, because there's not going to be any blend shapes there until we, of course, we sculpt them. But the next step then would be to get the shaders and make a render of the eye moving and do the publishing process, and then we're back into the mouth and we're on the mouth until it's done. And then with the shaders done, the controls done, it's just a matter of getting to the end and connecting the shapes, and we're basically done with this rig. Then we have, I don't know, a few other adjustments, but it's going to be like popping the champagne and done. So that's it then. I would like to continue today, but it's a Friday night and I have to take care of a little bit of care of my family as well. But I had a lot of fun here. So this is it. I'm gonna get into the final thoughts here. So it's what we did today is finding a way to place these controllers in front of the face. We thought about getting it to the side, but as you know, I was concerned if it's not going to be visual enough. We're not going to have, it's going to be a panel on the side, and I just want to have something in front of the face so that we can easily demonstrate the functionalities of the rig. And then after that, we decided to place some joints in the front of the face so that we can get the positions from that joints, and it's also easy to export these joints with the skeleton and re-import them, and then we always have the name stored and we can easily just rebuild the system. But that's it. So I am super happy that some people stuck around, and I'm happy with the usual participants. Harshit, Amash, great to have you guys around, and for you that passed here for the first time, welcome. And keep an eye on the channel. I'm going to be posting different stuff. I have ideas for new content, and I also will continue to do the streams. So enough of talking. This is Friday. Happy Friday. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on the next stream. Cheers.